Defensively, it was, we was out there like we just didn't have a clue. Right. Effort level wasn't high at all. So the effort level was high today. Like I told you before, chemistry is not going to pick up between me and these guys overnight. You can make up for that with energy and effort. And that's what you saw. It was energy, effort. I could tell you how many times I was in the wrong place at the wrong time today, but just by being, having a lot of energy and moving and knowing the personnel of the other team and stuff like that, that stuff takes you the wrong way. And that's what happened.
Did you feel like it was necessary kind of for Will to say what he said this morning and kind of clear the air and get things just kind of on a positive track?
So from the standpoint, not just for the guys that just came in, but for the players here too. Just a wake-up call, let you know, hey, we're going to, no matter what, we need each and every person in this locker room to do their part. Just bring energy, bring effort, and I think guys understood where he's coming from, and at the end of the day, it's about keeping it real and letting guys know how you feel and stuff like that. That's where he came from, and we're going to continue to try to play the way we played tonight.
On the offensive end, your shot's not falling right now, but 5 assists again, and as a team, there's a lot more assists at this point. Do you feel like that's part of facilitating what you're doing on offense in terms of keeping the flow and spacing going?
Well, the thing about it, what I've done in previous times is, if I've missed some shots early, that shots that felt good that don't go, then now it's time for me to make plays, make good decision plays with the basketball. Like I said before, I'm not a 20-point scorer in this league, but I know when my shot is not going and I have to do other things. So. That's why I try to, pride myself in is trying to help the team in any area possible. Boy, I would have loved to knock down a couple shots there in the fourth and ice the game. Mark hit me in the corner wide open 3 and stuff like that. But, this is time where I just got to get my legs back and just get them under me and start making some shots. But, that part will come. But more so, I just have to continue to bring that effort and energy on both ends, make plays, and, I think in due time, the offense will come.
You've played in winning situations. You obviously came in the league in the most winning situation you can possibly come in. In college, you were part of a winning situation, and you had a big stretch of losing situations. Is it mentally, is it different? Do you have to kind of readjust the way you're thinking in the game?
Yeah, of course. I think, when you go in a situation when you have lost, for 2 years, 3 years in a row, you just get in that state where, what do I do to get out of it? And you get the thinking game and stuff like that. So, now it's a process where, hey, you're back in a winning situation now. What can you do now to try to, get that team where it needs to go? And, like I said before, I'm not the leadership type as far as getting the guys' face and stuff like that, but I'm the leadership type and trying to make the right reads on the floor, make the right plays. The shot's not falling. I'm not going to get down on myself. I'm going to try to make the next play the next time and stuff like that. And, just go with the flow. And, the energy tonight, was great. And, defensively was good for us. And I just try to help in any area I can.
In the fourth quarter, it got awful close, and then you guys pulled away. What do you think was the leading factor to you guys just pulling it away? Did you have a sense of urgency on the floor?
Sense of urgency, especially in the fourth quarter. Just from a standpoint of knowing where Stephen Curry is late in the game. I know where Klay Thompson is, and, no lead is comfortable against this team, 9, 10 points or whatever, 7-point game we had, 8-point game in 2 minutes. So a lot of time left when we're playing against the best 3-point shooting team in the league. So we had to keep our energy high, our effort high, and I thought we did that. Mark made some huge plays down the stretch. We got some key rebounds, that's what enabled us to get the win tonight.
How does this compare to your situation in Detroit when you traded Chauncey for AI for us getting a new situation, gelling together? I don't think you'll be this team fully gels together and won't hurt it in the standings too bad.
You know what, the key is not to play up and down, which, when trades happen, that's what you end up doing. You play high one game, come down, and you kind of do that. But, with this team and this locker room, guys, you got some good guys in this locker room who've been here for 4 or 5 years in a row, who understands what it takes. So hopefully, the rest of the guys can follow their lead and we can play at it, an even keel throughout the whole time. So to answer that question, man, we just have to try to bring that energy every night like we did today and not wait till a Golden State come in our building to you know,
Bring
try
it.
to bring the energy.
Now, do you
know,
feel
we gotta
like-
do it against the other teams as well?
Yeah, do you feel like you'll take a leadership role eventually when you get comfortable? You try to lead by example for now.
I'm gonna lead by example.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I always do. But at the same time, if I see things that I can help out, of course, I'll put in a word or two. But you know, I think Coach does a great job of, you know, when he sees stuff, he jumps right on it and let guys know right away, as opposed to waiting and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I'll help when I can.
Okay.
In due time, I think it will come. But you know, a night like tonight, you know, nothing needs to be said because it was a sense of urgency tonight. I think the only part of the game for us that was pretty bad was the first 4 or 5 minutes in the third quarter where we just didn't have that energy and let them get back in the game.
And that energy effort came in and got it together, and team went on that run, and so made that night a good night for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it was a good night for us. The crowd was into the game. They stayed with us even when Golden State came back. You know, through the tough times, we still responded, which is huge for us. And you know, 48-minute game, so you got to play the same way throughout the whole game. If not,
Exactly.
teams come back and stuff like that. But we were able to pick it up another notch the last 5 minutes of the game.
Changing directions, being new to the city of Memphis, what have you learned about the city of Memphis? What have you been to that you kind of taken a hold and said, well, the city of Memphis really has a lot to offer?
Well, you know, obviously with the trade and everything, I haven't had the opportunity to, you know, get out of the hotel.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I've been spending a lot of time over here and doing some things, and you know, over here at the practice facility and stuff like that. So I think in due time, when I have the opportunity to do things, it's